Here's the latest smokescreen, hiding the fact that people are just not turning up for this load of bullshit jab. They're just rejecting it outright, which I'll never admit to. Vaccine feud erupts between New South Wales and federal government. Aren't we all in this together? Isn't there the National Cabinet that was meant to solve all the problems between the states and the Commonwealth, and we could all just fucking hand in hand stitching around a fucking Mayflower pole? Isn't that what's meant to have fucking happened? Apparently not. They got rid of COAG. I've got a whole video coming up on that when I finally get around to doing it. Anyway, Health Minister Brad Hazzard has accused the federal... So that was a treaty. There were lots of signed agreements between states. They had to get rid of COAG to get rid of all those signed agreements that paved the way for this national cabinet. Anyway, it hasn't really worked out. Health Minister Brad Hazzard has accused the federal government of undermining his state's vaccine rollout claims. Why would they do anything to undermine it? Haven't they, committed to it? They got a whole vaccination policy. What, they're now either intentionally or just through ineptitude or undermining? He doesn't really say. He's just angry. He doesn't go to, we've received 45,000 doses dumped at our front door. What happened? With no warning. It's front door. What is? Don't they have to sign for that stuff? On Wednesday, Mr. Hazzard said reports emanating. Oh, emanating. From who? Suggesting. Oh, okay. So he hasn't sort of named anybody. Someone said this. Just reports emanating. Oh, you don't want that. Anyway, offensive and undermine the state's healthcare workers fighting on the front line with the virus. Yeah, well, they're not taking it. They're sensible. Oh, here's Gladys. Oh, look at that face. She is really feeling it now. Good. It's all going to come back to get you, by the way. What is also extremely unfair, it's unfair now, is that we were given 24 or 48 hours notice about how many new doses we're getting, the Premier said. Well, he just said it was dumped without warning. Well, were they given 24 hours and 48? Come on. Anyway, he's extremely angry. Remember back, these are meant to be the adults, right? And we're the children. Remember back when this shit storm first started? I had a video on my old channel that got deleted where you had this clown and David Elliott down at Bondi Beach doing a press conference and talking down to everyone, telling us how naughty we are. You naughty children, you should not have gone to the beach. That was when they introduced that surprise health order in order to, to catch everyone out. They're playing them games back early on. And they aren't parading any Julies anymore. Remember, she was supposedly in a hospital. Oh, I'm really sick. They're not worried about that now. They're just not even mentioning hospitals, as this guy in that video where the reporter said, "Is anyone in a hospital?" This is during the Northern Beaches outback. Oh, what? Yeah. He didn't answer. Anyway, these are the adults and we're the children, apparently. But anyway, he's extremely angry. Come on, hold it together, Brad. You're the adult. And I know there are other health ministers in the country who share similar views. Mr. Hazzard said. There's a few numbers. It's an announcement designed to undermine. So he's saying they're intentionally doing it rather than to support. Okay. But they're a Liberal government. Okay, I could understand the Libs in Commonwealth trying to stuff up the Labor governments, but particularly in Western Australia where there is no Liberal presence anymore. But they wouldn't do it to a fellow Liberal. Why? Doesn't make any sense, Mr. Hazzard. It's not appropriate that we wake up and find figures put into the media. Well, shouldn't the media fact check that? Oh no, things just get put into the media. They haven't been shared with any state or territory governments. It's not appropriate. Mr. Hazzard said state governments were informed, received 45,000, now less than a few days later. Anyway, I really find this offensive. God, he's upset. God, we need him to be calm in this war. Here we go. If you're going to win a war, you can't have the tanks and artillery all dropped at the airport. And go for a few days later. Okay. I'm not going to play this shit. Mr. Hazzard said he contacted Mr. Hunt on Wednesday to voice his anger. Oh, yeah. I bet he did. What if they actually recorded him voicing his anger just for, leaked audio, somehow the media's got it, listen to this. Meanwhile, there was a phone call. They're just laughing their fucking heads off at how they're getting away, up till now, how they've been getting away with this deception and how, we've outsmarted them for our banker masters playing this game now. Anyway, Hunt said it had little to do with us. Actually, it's hard to do with another part of the country. Tuesday, Queensland government sparked a row. Another row? Because revealed it's stockpiled vaccine. Yeah, they're stockpiling them. Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, even though this is an emergency, fucking people are dying. Well, no, they're not dying, but they could. Okay, according to the model, it's any moment now. People are going to start. Fuck it, it's been a year. It hasn't happened yet. But millions of people not outside of the life expectancy, because that's all that's dying at the moment. You've got to be 86. But any moment now, any minute, any day, millions of Australians are going to start going into ICU. Oh, God. A senior New South Wales official said the federal government's attempt to blame the states was like, look over here. There's no distract the public from a lot of distraction going on. Miss Berry particularly was equally exhoriating. Check with that. Actually, I haven't heard that word. My vocabulary's not bad, but I haven't heard that one. I'll if that works, I might introduce that into my vocab. Where the facts were presented are not true. Well, then they're not facts. The information was presented was not true. It's only when they're true the information becomes facts. You can't say facts aren't true. Who writes this shit? Who's a fucking... I guess he's quoting the Premier. She's our boss. Just more ridiculous wordplay. What is extremely unfair is that when we're given more of that shit, around 150,000 people have received the vaccine. Probably not. Only old people who were half dazed and had high pressure people all around them. Anyway, I think we've all heard some complaints in the media from GPs about the rollout. Yeah, of course. They're not going to fucking take it. They don't want to give it. It's not a race or a competition. I'm interested in Australians being vaccinated safely. That can't happen. Spokesman for Greg said, Hunt said, states and territories have had the 12-week vaccine plan for several weeks now. Well, apparently not, because the vaccine plan would include the numbers way back up here. He reckons, Brad reckons they're dumping them on his door without warning. All right, I'll go finish with this one. It was just something funny that, it is just more obfuscation of the fact, trying to avoid stating that, listen, nobody's taking this thing. It's not going down. And Greg Hunt was saying, oh, no, we're still, Scott Morrison, ScoMo reckons, oh, no, we'll still get everyone by October. They're running at 15%. So that means they're going to have to go above the 100% of what they thought they were going to do. And they're going to have to do it on a more, what they call, hesitant or nervous population, which is young people who don't want bad shit to happen to their bodies. So, anyway. All right. All going good so far. And we will just keep going at them. And particularly, once we get off this notice to them very soon. And that's all I have. I've just taken a break because this was just funny. To me, these stories, they make me laugh because they're in a hopeless situation. They've dug a hole for themselves and they can't get out. All right, that's it for this one.